Welcome to the Daily Grind, a Bluff City Media daily podcast. Stepping up to the microphone is your host, Luke Hatmaker. Grab your favorite morning brew and let's get to the show.
Hey, Indy. Hey, Indy. Oh, Indy, what's so pretty you don't understand? You take us by the heart and you beat the thunder, yeah. Oh, Indy, thank you, Biddy. We didn't know. So here's to you, Indy. We love you too, Indy, too, Indy. Go beat that blue doo-doo. Ah, welcome to the Daily Grind. That went way longer than I was expecting, but I got excited. I'm your host, Luke Hatmaker. I'm not a Pacers fan, but after last night I am. I've got Rusty with me. How are you, brother? How are you? I think we're both kind of like,
oh my gosh, like almost giddy. Like it was amazing to watch last night. It's a great morning here in Memphis. Shelby's all upset with the audacity of somebody walking down the street. And Luke, I want to tell you something real quick before we get started. You are really cool, right? I think you're cool, but this is a little cooler. Let's go for sponsors.
Oh God, the death rattle. Oh God.
I told him I had a prop this morning, so I knew we'd get the last call.
I didn't know. I didn't know it was for the pun. You got a prop for the pun? Oh my God, I feel really special.
You're cool, but this is a
little cooler. No free sponsors. Oh my God. Thank you. I am cool. You know who else is cool? Everybody joining us in the comments.
Yeah.
All right, Jalen. Sane, y'all, thank you. And you know who's cool after last night? I'm gonna say it. The Indiana Pacers, man. This game, I think it was in Halliburton in the walk-off interview. He said, I love basketball. Basketball's fun, and it's just I agree with him, man. Basketball is fun.
Can I say it? Can I say it? The Halliburton has struck again. I mean, they absolutely found a way to win last night after getting just beat the entire game. I mean, OKC had their best game. Their shots were falling. SGA had 38, getting to his shots.
They forced 19 turnovers in the first half.
That's it, man. Like defensively, they were on their game, forcing all those turnovers, taking charges left and right. Like Oklahoma City played their best game, and yet the Pacers kept hanging around and found a way to win, much like they have this entire postseason. Luke, this was just I mean, what more can you say about Carlisle and Hallie and the Pacers, what we saw last night?
Man, Carlisle is as quickly, and I've always liked him, but God, he has become one of my all-time favorites. Like just watching him, and for the first time ever, I feel like mics up are important. I mean, they went to him and he was like, look, I'm trying to remember what he said. He was like, look, you can't throw passes. You can't throw bad passes in the lane against this team. You can't do it.
He said, you can't dribble into guys. You can't throw tight bounce passes against these guys. We have to protect the basketball. And they didn't in the first half. They went from 20 turnovers in the first half to 5 in the second half. Just absolutely an unbeatable basketball team. Like, it feels like the Pacers you just can't put them to sleep. You just cannot put them to sleep.
And I guess I should say, the Pacers did win 111 to 110, and they won with 0.3 seconds left in the game. They were down until 0.3 seconds left in the game. and it was like, I think it was Parrish that said yesterday, he was like, he was describing the game. He was like, they're just going to keep a steady lead the whole game. And that's what they were doing. And it was like, when it was 98 to 106, I was like, man, it's over. It was like 3 minutes left. I was like, they kept the Pacers under 100. They're going to win. And then they scored one more time. They had one field goal and one goal the rest of the way.
I mean, Danghawk got cute down the stretch and tried to do some different things, but like Indiana stayed with their game. And I thought they were going to take the lead there when Siakam lost the ball out of bounds. I thought they were going to, and they challenged. Yeah. I thought they were going to call that as a foul on Caruso because I thought he got more arm than ball. But they said it was out of bounds. You know, I thought he was going to win it on free throws, but Oklahoma City couldn't convert. The Pacers get the rebound. Shout out Rick Carlisle for not calling a timeout, trusting your guys, trusting Hallie to make a play. And what does he do? He rewards you with yet another clutch shot. Luke, real quick, I was looking at some stats this morning from inpredictable.com. Clutch scoring, so highest clutch win probability added due to field goal shooting in the postseason all time. As of May the 24th, LeBron James was in first at 1.86 in 2013 with Miami. Second place, 1.82, LeBron. 2018 Cavs. Third place at a 1.71. So you had a 1.71% chance higher winning if Halliburton takes a shot at the end of the game in the playoffs so far. After he made that last night, he went from 1.71 to 2.48. Like, he went up by 0.7. Like, well above LeBron's two performances. He is now in clutch scoring a highest win probability is 2.48 if Hallie has the ball for the final shot.
Man, that's nuts. And let's shout out Kenny, just got this in over. You look at the win probability. Thunder was God, grammar. The Thunder's win probability, it was better than the Pacers up until the final second of the game.
I mean, literally, it's blue and then yellow.
I thought he sent us a heart monitor, and I was like, "Is Kenny okay?" It's and one thing I do want to talk about. You're talking about how I see in the comments too. Which thank you everybody for joining us in the comments. This is awesome. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I want to look at something the Pacers. We're talking about not the Pacers. Excuse me. The Thunder were doing their thing. One thing that they did not do, Chet Holmgren played 20 minutes, and Isaiah Hartenstein played like 20 minutes.
I loved watching Chet get punked. Stinky from Hey Arnold, as our boy Parrish said yesterday.
Stinky,
6 points, 6 boards, 0 assists. Just got absolutely owned by Miles Turner and Siakam. And I told y'all yesterday that Siakam was going to give him trouble, and he did. Siakam had 19 and 10 last night. He was the Pacers' leading scorer. I told you, and also big money winner here last night. I took the under, as I told y'all on Wednesday, and Drew gave me hell for saying we were going to take the under. We hit on the under. We hit on a Siakam double-double, and we hit on Nesmith 2.5 plus threes. Put in the bank, baby. I put y'all on that good stuff, man. Come on.
Yep. We were sitting here on Wednesday, and we were like, man, we like a lot of these Pacers bets, but I don't know. And then you look, and it's like, man, If the I don't know if the refs don't fix it, man, the Pacers in 5 is what Art's saying, and like, but you had 5 guys in double figures, almost 6, because McConnell had you had 6 guys in double figures, almost 7. I can't count. McConnell had 9, and they were a really important 9. Like Obi Toppin had 17. Like
Toppin has been so he's going to be the underrated player in these playoffs. Should the Pacers going to win now? There's still a real good chance the Thunder win in 5. I don't know that this is going to be all that great. I still believe in the Pacers, but I still feel like the Pacers are the better team, right? But Obi Toppin, if the Pacers somehow win this title, like Siakam or Hallie will win the MVP, but that most underrated player would be Obi Toppin, because it just feels like last night, Miles Turner got in a bit of foul trouble, and Toppin came in and immediately had back-to-back rebounds and for kickouts and layups for the Pacers. And so his minutes have been huge. He is going to be that X factor that we talked about. It was Obi Toppin last night.
Yeah, man. Which is so funny, because it was the whole game I was like, if Obi Toppin was going to be the X factor, Lou Dort was having a game, man. Lou Dort had 5 threes. I thought that 5 threes, and how many steals? Oh, where'd it go?
He had 4 steals.
4 steals, 2 blocks, 5 threes. Yes, please.
He was 50% from the field and from 3 last night. If you look, because if you just take out the score, covered up like this, and you look at Oklahoma City stat line, I'm like, they won this pulling away. SGA took 28 shots last night, or 30 shots last night, he's the MVP. They were falling. He shot almost 50% from the field and 50% from 3. Only got to the free throw line 8 times last night, but he had 38 points. And if you look at Dort's stat line, and Jalen had 17, Caruso 11, you would think that the Pacers the Thunder had a good chance to win. But you forget about the most clutch player in recent memory since 2018 in one Tyrese Halliburton.
Man, we're talking about Shea having a pretty solid all at night. And I see a point we're going to go back to in just a second. Shout out, DG. Shea only had 3 assists. So he was trying to do a lot of this by himself. Whereas, and I don't want to say hero ball, but it just looked like he was in his Shea game and wasn't really paying attention to anybody else. So maybe that's because Chet was getting in trouble. Maybe he didn't feel comfortable with J-Dub, because that J-Dub 3 that J-Dub took at the very, very end of the game that he had to win the game, I didn't think it was going in. I just, I don't, J-Dub has been very, very, very inconsistent to me. It's like, I think he's very, very good, but like, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of this Pacers team, man. And I mean, DG said it. OKC struggles with athletic role players, and what is Indiana if not a bunch of athletic role players between Nembhard, Neesmith, McConnell, Obi
Toppin. Like these dudes
Miles
are just
Turner.
They're just super long, athletic, and they're just dogs. They compete until the end, as Art said here. Like I've been telling you all along, they're the most dangerous team in the playoffs because they believe.
Yep.
And going back to one of your points earlier, the Pacers took 82 shots last night, and they had 24 assists on those 82 shots. Not a bad, probably could have assisted a little bit more. Yeah. The Thunder had 98 shots and only 13 assists. They just weren't passing the ball last night. And again, if you look at the turnover line, Indiana ended up with 24 turnovers to Oklahoma City's 6. 99 times out of 100 this year, that has been a recipe for the Thunder to blow you out, because those 24 turnovers would have turned into 30 or 40 points. Last night, Indiana turned the ball over 24 times, and the Thunder only had 11 points off of turnovers. So they turned the ball over, but Indiana did a really good job of flipping the floor and not letting them turn into run-out dunks, run-out threes. Again, can't say enough about the effort from the Pacers last night.
And that's on everywhere, not just playing until the end of the whistle, but they out-rebounded this team by 56-39. Is that how much they out-rebounded them by?
Yeah.
That's on a team that has Chet. Oh, yeah, no, here we go. We're talking about 3 and...
He got cute. That's what I said earlier. He got cute.
He went small and didn't have anybody in there that could get a rebound. I mean, I think this was when he had Kason Wallace in, right? And it was Chet and Hartenstein were on the bench. It's just...
Yeah. And another thing, you talk about the Thunder are a fast break team. They buried the Grizzlies with an onslaught of fast break dunks and layups. Last night, they had 11 fast break points. 11. If I was a good co-host, I'd have looked it up, but I don't know the last time they had that few of fast break points in a game.
Man, we are particularly petty on this show, especially with just a wee bit. Especially, we talk about being a little bit weird. You can be a little bit petty on this show.
Yeah.
Especially with this Thunder team. Man, watching the sprinkling of Indiana Pacers fans in that crowd at the end when they were just, and you could hear it on the broadcast because that arena was popping. I will give them their credit. I don't know how you're playing in that building. It seems so difficult to play in there. And then that last second, just to see shock and dejection all around, and the couple Pacers fans that are and they all look like homegrown middle American dudes with chili dogs, and they're like, "Wow!" I love it. I love it.
Exactly. And another thing, talking about the production, Pete Pranica and our boy Evan Hayes of No Bluffing had a great exchange last night, just about how it was kind of a dud broadcast. It was kind of there was no NBA Finals logo. Pete talked about they used to have this giant Larry O'Brien at midcourt, and then they went to where it just said Finals on the court. But last night it was nothing but ads. And I understand, they're just trying to make money, Adam Silver, whatever. But it's just it was just kind of meh. But the energy in that arena was amazing. Paycom has always been just top-level energy, and it was there for, again, 3.99 quarters until the final 0.3 seconds. Math is hard. I don't know what percentage that is of the game. But, until those final 0.3 seconds, it was raucous, and then it just was silent when Hallie hit that shot. It was in our group chat. I think our group chat was louder than the arena.
All four, everyone was like, "What?"
All caps. Hallie did it again.
It wasn't even a good shot. That's my thing. The shot itself, he dribbled down there and seemed like he had no idea what he was about to do. And
it was how it always happens with these final shots. He looks like he's lost until the ball is halfway there. And you're like, oh, shoot, that's going in.
Like this, some bitch going to do it again.
He did it again.
He done it again. It's so great.
And then all the George Bush memes hit last night because, with him sitting there and the guy whispering in his ear, and it's Tyrese Halliburton or Hallie's done it again or whatever. It's just it's just incredible basketball last night, even though it was a dud, weird, boring presentation by the NBA. They need to get that fixed before Saturday. But the basketball, those big market nerds can take a hike, kick rocks, pound sand, trying to keep it PG here, because that was great basketball last night. This was two teams who play hard, play with energy. Man, oh my God, let's go.
Let's go.
It's going to be a great finals.
Last thing I want to talk about, and it's just a little brief exchange that I caught in this game before we get out of here. Well, two things. What Nimhard, I guess him and Hallie have known each other for a long time, if I understood the broadcast correctly. When he has probably guarded Hallie better than anybody other than Pip. Maybe, like I would say, people have forgotten how good Pip, or excuse me, I got confused. Shea. Nimhard has guarded Shea better than about anybody other than Pip, I would say. But when he got under Shea's skin and Shea did that push, I was like, oh, yes. Give me more of that. Give me that. Let's make this series all of that. I want this chipping. Yeah. Who do you think wins game 2?
That's a great question, because I said yesterday that the Thunder were going to blow out the Pacers, and the Pacers would win game 2. Is I don't know an option, because like I'm here for good basketball. I feel like the Thunder are going to come out. I think Dang Hall probably learned something in this game and is going to get it corrected. If it's if the Pacers are down by 30 with a minute to go, then I'll say the Thunder win. But anything short of that, this is wide open. I do think it goes to Indiana 1-1, though. I don't know that the Thunder are going to lose back-to-back home games.
I agree with you. I think this goes back to the Fieldhouse 1-1. We'll see, though. As long as it's more basketball. Yeah, let's just enjoy the series. I see you, Wayno. Let's just enjoy it. Have a good time. Have some good basketball. It's fun, to quote Halliburton.
It is.
We're going to take us a quick break, give you a little bit of ounce of hope. I don't know if any team needs an ounce of hope. I mean, I'll take some. I'll take more. I'll take more hope for this series. Take a quick break after this, and then we're going to have a hot Grizz Summer talk right after this break.
Looking for an alternative to alcohol or conventional medicine? Check out Ounce of Hope, a Memphis-based dispensary with 2 local stores in the Sanderland Center and on South Cooper Street. You can get all the products you need in a location convenient to you. Each store offers an intentional shopping experience with dedicated bud tenders to answer all of your questions, from product selection and mushroom blends to our personal favorite, the Delta 9 seltzers. You gotta try the Peach Buzz. Try Ounce of Hope at either one of their 2 Memphis stores or at www.ounceofhope.com for convenient products shipped right to your door. Use the promo code BluffCity for 15% off any order, excluding sale items. Cannot be used in conjunction with other promotions or discounts. One use per customer.
And we are back. Check them out, y'all. You saw it in the commercial. If you missed the website, it's www.ounceofhope.com. They're wonderful. Promo code BluffCity. They got everything. They got the mushroom gummies. They've got I got paid yesterday. I'm about to put an order in to get to me at the beginning of the week. Their online store is fabulous. We showed the in-store and the commercial. Like, the website is anything that's got a good interface that's easy to use, I'm all here for, and it's really solid. Go check them out.
It's super educational. Yes. A lot about the benefits of their products, what's good for you, their backstory about their why, and their why is incredible. Colin, their founder's mother, struggled with some autoimmune diseases throughout his entire life, ultimately succumbing to those. And the modern medicine that she was taking was just so hard on her system that he was looking for alternatives, and that's where Ounce of Hope came from. And our own guy, Kenny Stubblefield, had an experience like that at his gym with a lady that's there. She was taking heavy narcotics to help her sleep. She reached out to Ounce of Hope, coordinating with her primary care physician. She's going to come off some of those and go with a regimen through Ounce of Hope using the code BluffCity for 15% off.
Let's go, man. That's a story I did not know. That's music to my ears. Anybody that is struggling with like heavy prescription medication, this is an awesome alternative.
Check it out. Talk to your doctor, but check it out.
Neither of us are doctors. I haven't even played one on TV before, so don't listen to us.
I'm a doctor, but not that kind of doctor.
Not that kind of doctor. All right. This is something coming up next. All right. I got something that I'm really excited to debut. It's summertime. And I know you've heard about Hot Girls Summer. I think that's Hot Brat Summer. I don't know. I don't pay attention to
I don't know.
But I've got something for you, my friend. This is something that I have worked on, that I have compiled a list with the people here at Bluff City Media. This is Hot Grizz Summer. We are going to be talking all summer about the top 15 Grizzlies of all time. as voted on or as compiled on by your people here at Bluff City Media. I went and I pulled everybody. I got this list. I just thought it would be fun. It's let's talk about. We all like the Grizzlies. We need stuff to talk about. Let's talk about the best 15 Grizzlies of all time. There were so many people that showed up on this list. I wanted to do an honorable mentions first.
I see a lot of my guys on this list.
There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of your guys on here. I will say, for clarification's sake, the main top 15 Grizzlies list will not include any Vancouver Grizzlies. Just because, that being said, there's a couple on here I want to talk about because I know you and I had a couple Vancouver boys on here. One, Sharif Abdul-Rahim and Big Country for starters.
Like Bibby, like those guys were the original G's from Memphis. Like they were kind of what built this franchise. Sharif was the high flyer before we had Ja Morant. Big Country was getting boards. Big, he walked so that Mark and Powell could run.
Yep.
Jason Williams, when he was here with Memphis back in the day,
white chocolate.
White chocolate. My boy JaMychal Green here, the ultimate glue energy guy for the Grizz. But man, when you sent those lists, I sat down and I really tried to be thoughtful of all time Grizzlies, including Vancouver, and of course had to talk about Sharif and Big Country as some of the founders of this franchise.
Man, I love. Nothing really makes me happy than a dude that is just like, I'm talking about Big Country, a big old boy who just is good at one thing, rebounding, plays basketball for 5 years, gets the hell out of there and goes back to his farm. I'm all for that.
Listen, when I was a young lad growing up, I watched Bryant Reeves at Oklahoma State and was like, that's me. I'm a big lumbering white guy who gets a ton of rebounds. I'm all in on this dude. And he goes to the Grizzlies, and I'm like, all right, I'm a Vancouver fan. It is what it is.
I love it.
So the first basketball jersey I ever got was a reversible Bryant Reeves Vancouver Grizzlies jersey that my nephew still has. Love that thing. I wore that thing every single. I bet it smelled the high heavens. I wore that thing every day, man. Huge Bryant Reeves fan. And then Wayne in the comments talking about Bano. Bano Udre is the true GOAT. If you know, you know. And Bano was like that clutch player who just made the right pass, the right bucket. There was a stretch there where he was just like the most unbeatable basketball player in the world. He was Lynn Sanity before Lynn Sanity was a thing. I will always appreciate the GOAT. Because when I sent you my list, I had a GOAT emoji beside Bano Udre's name. Because
I can't tell you. There were multiple people that reached out to me with this list and was like, hey, man, is it okay that I included Bano on there? And I was like, brother, he's on my list. I had multiple people be like, hey, is this all right? Is it okay? I know this is supposed to be serious. Is it okay that I included him? It would not yet. Boom.
Ball knowers. Bano was the GOAT. I loved watching that dude hoop. And just like, it was like 8 games, 6 or 8 games where he was just lethal. And then he just went back to being a regular guy and played overseas after that. But he was just
it was great.
A cult. Talk about a cult hero in Memphis. We've had like Yuki. We've had these guys over the years. Bano was the guy back in the day.
And in terms of like modern-ish guys on that were mentioned that I wanted to include, we talk about JaMychal Green. You and I talk about JaMychal Green a lot. We both really, really like him. I mean, with those core 4, a lot of the times he was the 5th guy that would just help us get
energy.
Yep.
Yeah, he was the glue guy that did the little things well. Rebound, shot block, just a hustler. My favorite JaMychal Green memory, though, happened after he left. He was with the Nuggets, and he's out there shooting during warm-ups, and they're interviewing their Rob Fisher, and he's standing there, and they're like, they ask him, have you heard any word of JaMychal Green's going to play? And he looks over his shoulder, and he goes, J-Mike, you playing tonight? And J-Mike goes, nah. And he goes, JaMychal Green is out tonight.
Oh, I love it. I didn't see that.
Nah. So great.
Man, I miss his face. I tell you that. He was just, he would have, Edward gets it. He would have been amazing if he could shoot.
My boy couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. But you talk about like blocking and rebounding and 50-50 balls. Again, he wasn't there for buckets. He wasn't there for anything but energy and hustle and a smile on the bench. That was the smilingest dude we've ever had on this team.
Yeah, it was.
I stand for JaMychal Green.
Same. The only other modern dude that's on this list, Tyus Jones, got a lot of love on this list, and I think it's important because he was, especially for a lot of I don't want to say new fans, but the Grizz Next Gen fans, like he was he's very, 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 very key to the formation of that team and the development of that team, because he was the backup point guard on those teams when we really needed. I mean, a big reason. I mean, the reason he got paid and a reason the Grizzlies better with John Morant conversations first started is because Tyus played so good, and I think that's one reason why a lot of people wanted to give him.
We're talking about good all time good Grizzlies,
all time DG,
like all time good Grizzlies, not white boys that you like.
Yeah, white chocolate is on this list, brother. But it's the top 15. These are the honorable mentions. Jitty must be 12th. Actually, Jitty was just outside the top 15 at 16, brother. I'm sorry. We are going to be dropping these throughout the summer. Might be doing every Friday. I haven't decided yet, but we're going to be doing three at a time after this. So next time we do this, we're going to have 15, 14, and 13 for you. And it's a good list. If you're a Grizzlies fan, if you're a ball knower, when we give you this list, I think you're going to like it. I was pretty happy with this list as we went about it. But yeah, we'll be dropping more of that next week. Let's talk a little bit more though, because we got one more thing I want to talk about you. God, I can't speak. Talk about it. Talk about it. What are you doing this weekend?
Hang on real quick. Have you seen those two guys that are taking rap songs and making them like 40s and 50s, like doo-wop songs?
No.
It's these two skinny blonde hair dudes, and they wear like these like 50 style clothes, and they do it almost like I'll send it to you. It is it is the wildest thing I've ever seen. Like these two guys, like they were like, walk it like I talk it, walk it like I talk, like taking a rap song and making it like a 50s pop. I'll send it to you. Sorry, that's what my ADD brain goes.
I know what I'm doing this weekend. When I get done, I'm calling out of work today. We talk on Fridays. We talk about the weekend outlook in honor of Sean Connery, and it's not. I say that like he's the only person that ever enjoyed a weekend. I just found out that he passed away on a Friday, and so that's why we honor him on Fridays. What are you doing this weekend? We talk about what we're doing this weekend. That's what this segment is about, because there's stuff going on outside of basketball, although I will be watching basketball this weekend. Mainly what I'm doing, my son has been in Europe for 10 days. He gets back today, so we're going to go pick him up and make sure that he I have not gotten the call yet, so I haven't had to be like, you don't know who I am, but I have a very specific set of skills. I am very weird and have a daily sports podcast about the Grizzlies. I will find you. I haven't had to make that call yet, so I'm assuming everything's okay.
He has not been taken.
I'm assuming he hasn't been taken. And if he comes back with a beret and a turtleneck, I swear to God, we're going to have a conversation. Mainly because I don't think he went to France, but I digress. I'm going to get him back today, but I'm going to be prepping for Bonnaroo. That's Bonnaroo's next week. I'm just going to be making sure that I have all my I'm the kind of, this is an old man thing. I pack my summer clothes away because I don't have room for them. And
I mean, same.
Yeah, I gotta break the summer clothes out, man. And make sure I can still fit. Yeah. I've hibernated a little bit this summer. I just got to make sure I'm not welding anymore, so I'm not as physically active. I sit down a lot more, so I'm trying to make sure that I can fit in my summer stuff. So yeah, prepping for Bonnaroo and getting the kid back. That's what I'm doing this weekend.
Nice, man. Yeah, so I don't really have a ton of weekend plans. Maggie's working today, so we're going to hang out tonight. Tomorrow, my younger brother is a basketball coach and an AD in Northeast Mississippi, and he got selected to coach in an all-star game. He was voted the 1-3A boys basketball coach of the year this past year for his performance. Super proud of him and what they're doing over there. The Alco Central Golden Bears, so shout out Golden Bears. But he's coaching in an all-star game tomorrow afternoon in Boonville, so where? Maggie and I are going to go. I think she's still going to go. She's had a long week. God bless her with her work. Like with this remodel, it's been hard on her. But if she said, I think she's going to go. The two of us are going to ride. I hope she goes. Otherwise, it's going to be a long, silent car ride. But anyway, go watch Clark coach tomorrow afternoon, and then Trader Joe's on Sunday, and as little as possible otherwise, man. Both of us have been working hard. So a nice, quiet, calm weekend is something we desperately need.
Yeah, I feel like this weekend is the calm before the storm for the summer. It's like it's been going. There's a lot going on in May. It's time to chill. Yeah. I hope y'all get to chill. I know this remodel's been. I keep forgetting.
It's been hard on her. So like Sunday, especially like zero plans, just a lazy day, a lump day, as I've said. Because 2 weeks from today, though, we're taking a long vacation. We're taking a long weekend vacation to Nashville in a couple of weeks. So we're excited about that. But this weekend is just kind of like a deep breath and relaxing weekend.
Heck yeah. Everybody else do the same, y'all. That's going to do it for our show today. Enjoy this weekend. Enjoy this basketball. Basketball is fun, to quote Halliburton. I think that was the quote. I'm misquoting him now.
It was. No. Basketball is fun.
Basketball is fun. The finals are fun. Just fix the boring court and we'll be happy. Have a great weekend, y'all. Be safe. We will be back on Monday. Yes, I know what day it is. We'll be back on Monday.
$2 today, 11 a.m. Brand new segment coming at y'all today. Do not miss it. 11 a.m. got our first brand new Friday segment.
I can't wait. 11 a.m. and then Anthony's saying it too. Check that out today. That's our Friday schedule. Go check them all out. Like and subscribe if you haven't. If we can leave you with anything today as we go about your day, remember these two little things. Remember to be a little weird, just a little bit, and remember to smile. Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.